Hey guys, welcome to our Sometimes Tuesday Paint-A-Palooza. Sometimes we go live on Tuesday at some time that works for us. Today we are painting thrift clips and finds for 2 weeks. We've had thrift hauls and we sell things online if you're new here on Saturday nights, and they say we'll get makeover, we'll get painted, whatever, and then we usually paint them the next week. But last week we were out of town all week and we're leaving tomorrow to go to a family reunion. And so today we've got to get 2 weeks worth of hauls painted, everything that's sold. So that's what we're working on. If you need paint and products to clean out your projects, don't forget to go to JamieRayVintage.com.
And you might see us halfway through several projects because we pre-recorded tomorrow's video before this because we're like, you know what? It's easier to go live when you're actually live and be like peppy and interesting because there's people to play off from, questions asked, things like that. Whereas if we were to do it after this, our battery would probably be drained because we've already done a video before this today and 2 videos yesterday, all in one day. So
we did our Saturday thrift haul is up. Our video for Thursday is scheduled, and Waste on Wednesday has been recorded and will get scheduled. So you will miss no content, even in our absence.
Yep.
Deb, you got splatter all the way here.
No.
Yeah.
No. I'll get it.
That's okay.
All right. This has scuffs and scrapes. So we're just going anvil in the middle here. I'm going to leave the outer edges black like they are. So it might be like a 2-tone black, monochromatic on there. Tone on tone, and then we're going to do some fun transfers in the middle because I have been loving transfers over black.
We've done that a lot today. And I'm just painting this box Americana, and I was painting the tiered tray Americana. As soon as those dry, I'll put transfers, and then at some point we'll bust out the clear resin. It's going to be interesting because we got to drop everything off tonight, and so the resin will just cure overnight. So I'll be like, if this doesn't look right, let us know. Okay, I'm gonna just.
It should be solid enough; it won't move.
Yeah.
And then it could just cure up in the shop.
I don't want that.
All right, 1 panel done.
Yeah, Caitlin will be in all the live chats this week, and for Waste Not Wednesday. Don't be shocked if Zeb and I are in the chat because we're gonna be driving. So yeah, we travel with our internet, and so Zeb, I'll just be riding, little passenger princess that I am. Where's the white?
That's Salvation Solution, but it should. I mean, it plays nice with all.
I'm just dry brushing this. Spray.
All the paints we use are water based, so.
I've already painted the backer black to put a transfer on it. I need more white though. Where's the Salvation Solution?
It's right there. Ooh, don't get your hair in this.
Oh,
you just got your hair done this morning.
I did, and I've been trying.
On top of everything else, her hairdresser is back in town after being gone for 5 weeks in the Mediterranean.
Yep, and I already have paint in my hair, and I'm not planning on washing it before we leave town, so I only wash it like once a week. Yes, this apron is available in our shop. Caitlin, if you get a second, can you link this? We have quite a few cute floral aprons that I carry from April Cornell, and actually we have a lot of floral stuff in general. I actually just got some really cute seat cushions that I put on my outdoor seats. I sprayed them with some outdoor spray. And I've got them on my table out back because we have the most uncomfortable cushion, like seats. Well, they were hard on
but I have padding and you do not.
You have more padding on your butt than I do. So
I bring my own seat cushion.
You bring your own seat cushion. Anyways, we have really cute April Cornell. By the way, I'm dry brushing this with the white Salvation Solution. You could also use white linen, but this is what we happen to have out. And I'm just bringing out all this detail. And this is all I'm going to do is a dry brush. It was always my plan when I bought this to just dry brush it to bring out this really fun pressed metal detail and leave that turquoise kind of as the base color. I'll let this dry. Look how fun that is. I'm going to grab a paper towel because I have a bunch of paint.
All right, this is really slick, so I'm going to do the 1 coat there. We'll have to do a touch-up coat. You can see I'm not able, it's just dragging the paint. You can see some brush strokes in there. So we're going to set that outside to dry. We'll call this the tack coat. Should get full coverage by the time we're all done with this next coat.
I'm going to use Marche de Fleurs. sure I said that horribly wrong. And I already painted this black. This goes inside that frame that I white dry brushed. It was already black, but it was like a black chalkboard and it needed to be freshened up. So I just put down a coat of anvil and let that dry. And now I'm ready to add transfers. Make sure you look at the sizes because a lot of our aprons come in standard and plus size. Some of them we are sold out on, but I try to carry whatever I can find in sizes. So
Do you know
have
where the
variety.
lid went for this?
What? The lid to that. Yes. Yes, it's right here. Because we already filmed Waste Not Wednesday. We already have a bunch of crap everywhere. We've already made a mess, people. Can I have the scissors?
Yeah. No. They're right there.
Oh, you thought we might skip today, Vicki? We cannot skip.
We have too much. We have a lot of stuff that needs to ship out.
I got a list from Keziah. And just so you guys know, we're going to do our best for everything that's sold to get painted, but it is probably an unrealistic goal of ours. So if we miss painting something that's already sold, Caitlin will shoot out an email and let them know, hey, we'll get that done first thing when we get back.
We're going to need a little grace.
Yeah. Our website says it could take up to 2 weeks just for us to paint it before it's shipped anyways, but not everybody.
We like to do better than the website says.
Yeah, we like to be extra.
That's on there just in case, and this is a just in case scenario.
100%. Maybe I want to do this centered.
So I had already painted this. I am using Prairie Gray. We have not used Prairie Gray in quite some time. Usually we use weathered wood. They're similar. Weathered wood is just darker, but I'm going to white wax this when I'm done here. And that's going to give us a stone look on this. And I think it's going to be good. It was just white before and it had some not weird distressing. It just, you could tell a machine had done it. And I think I can do better.
It wasn't our kind of weird.
Yeah.
Vicki, we leave tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. So we came home Friday about 2 o'clock in the morning. So actually Saturday morning. And that was 4th of July. So obviously not working that day. But we did get up early 4th of July morning. We pre-recorded our live video because we were going to have family over for the 4th. But
we did work.
Yeah, we didn't want to miss it. We did not have time to pre-record before we left for obvious reasons. And then we don't work on Sunday. And then yesterday we spent all day getting yesterday's video up, filming Thursday's video, and then also filming the Monday's video, even though we're going to come home Saturday night. We didn't want Monday Jackass State Baseball, so we had to get ahead of that because we won't have time to thrift Monday. And then we had to list everything so that way we could pre-record this Saturday's thrift haul. So we were up till about 11-ish last night, 11:30, getting everything listed. And then this morning, Zeb got it all priced and was printing a bunch of papers while I got my hair done. And then we pre-recorded it and then put it all away, which is it's like a 3.5 hour event to like price it, film it, put it away, pack it. So anyways,
yeah. But it's done, and I'm actually feeling pretty good because like, we're going to go for a while here, but when we're done here, I'm going to go grab the camper and we're going to get it set up and, it'll be good.
We may pack and paint, meaning we'll get off of this live video, and if there's a few things to finish up, Zeb can grab the camper while I finish up stuff.
Well, I've been doing stuff in between, like I've been printing in between stuff all day long. I managed to get 60 subscription sets of 4 papers printed in between things today, which the printer does a lot of the work, but I print in like 10 pages at a time because if I'm not there to babysit the printer, it binds up and it makes them look like an accordion, crinkles them, spits them out the wrong way. It's a thing. The hopper is not well designed where the paper goes out. So, but it is what it is. It's the printer I have and it does a really good job printing. So I just do 10 pages at a time. I pull them off, print 10 more pages while I'm doing something else, all day long today.
All right, so here's some questions. Are you going on a trip for your anniversary? Yes. In 1 month, we're going to Kauai. Well, a month from the 15th. We have about 5 weeks. So we'll have a catch our breath, get the shop ready for the photograph shoot, and then go away again.
Yeah, we got a magazine shoot coming up.
Rice papers, yes, you can. We have commercial printers, so we're the manufacturer for them, and you can use Mod Podge. Just be careful not to overwork it. We typically use liquid patina. And then Heidi says she bought the Mikasa candlesticks, and they're so gorgeous. She bought them for a gift, but she's keeping them for herself.
That happens sometimes. I have that happen to me. I'm like, man, this is really nice. I guess I'll get them something different.
We are kind of going to be in the mountains, but not really. It's going to be Glenwood. It's mountain adjacent, I think, and it's going to be in.
I don't even know if it qualifies as a town. I don't think it's incorporated, so it's just like an area by a river where a bunch of people live.
Mid to
Probably
high
was
90s.
farming.
So it's going to be hotter than you know what.
Probably was farming back in the day. So.
But we have a camper with air conditioning. The lodge has air conditioning. And we also have free will, so if we're miserable, we could just come home. Like, I don't foresee that happening, but if I was like truly miserable and like our air conditioning wasn't working and I was going to die of heat stroke, I would just leave. So, but I think it'll be fine. When I do something that's unknown, like we've never gone to this particular family reunion place before, I like to have super low expectations. Like, it's going to be a camping trip. I'm going to get dirty. I'm probably going to be hot and sweaty. And there's not going to be any DoorDash, so I'm not expecting phenomenal food.
So my parents have an Airbnb that's like on site. It's a cabin that's there, or a house. And then there's some small little cabins. My brother's staying in one of those. Oh, sorry. I'm just saying there's showers available.
Oh, yeah.
And AC.
But what I was going to say was, if I just think it's not going to be that great, but I'm going to make it the best of it, then anything it is over the basic, it's good, right? Like, you can't go in there thinking, well, if it's not perfect, I'm not going to like it. No, you're like, I'm going to have a good time. And if it's hot, we're going to go into the water. And if there's no water, we're going to hook up the slip and slide. And it'll be great.
We are bringing that.
And we're excited to see family, which is why we're going. We love Zeb's family. We don't get to see a lot of his family very often, so we're excited to go. It's in Glenwood, New Mexico.
This is my mom's side of the family.
Zeb finished your drawers. You'll see that on tomorrow's video. They turned out way cute. You'll have to wait for that. And I actually already have a base coat on your birdhouse. So.
Okay, we're going white wax. I think I'm going to clear wax first. My white wax, the lid hasn't been tightened. It's getting a little dry, and I want to be able to wipe it off. So clear wax on here. We've got 2 coats of the prairie gray. And then we're going to give it a stone look with the white wax. But clear wax first because it is porous before you seal it on this clay-based paint. You can see it basically got a wet look. Just look at Jamie's though. Hers is
Marcia
cute.
Flourish. I'm just showing you guys.
So see how it looks wet versus where the paint's dry? That's how you know you got the wax on there good.
Oh, you're waxing. I need that one to go.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm going to go grab some stuff.
And then that way, when I go to white wax it, my white wax that I want to be able to wipe off some doesn't stick down inside those pores of the paint. We've already got clear wax in there.
It's going to be hot, but she's in California, so it's hot there too. All right, everybody's good. Leslie says she didn't go to her 50th reunion because of the situation, the COVID situation. This is a family reunion, so it's like how long were Grandma and Grandpa Carly married?
Oh, I don't know. My mom was like 19, I think.
Yeah, they were 19 when they got married.
Because my grandparents got divorced, and then both of them got remarried. So it's a yours, mine, and ours situation that they ended up melding together pretty well. At least from my childhood perspective, like I thought everything was always great, and I think it still is, even as an adult. Like as far as like families go, everyone gets along really well. All the families were similar ages, so they're all stacked up on each
Like
other.
the Brady Bunch?
Yeah, like my mom, my Aunt Deborah's the oldest, and then my mom was only like a year, 13 months, maybe 14 months behind my Aunt Deborah. My Uncle Mark fits in there between, and he's step uncle, I guess you could say, but I didn't know any different and still don't. So my mom then became the third oldest instead of the second. But it's like that all the way down. And there's 14 of them. Okay. I'm going to go on with the clear, or the white, I mean.
And there's really nowhere to thrift between here and there, so that's why we really
There's like a couple little towns, but when we're going through them, they're going to be pretty sleepy. Like once we get past Moab, the next biggest town is like Monticello, and I don't even know if it has fast food. It might have like a diner or two for locals, but maybe
Price
a gas
is
station.
where they have the last DI, and they have a good one, but it won't be open yet.
Yeah.
One time we went to the Price DI, and that's where I got the holographic Jesus Last Supper. It was pretty
Which
great.
took a minute to go, but someone did end up loving it.
It just needed to find the right person, you know. All right, let's see which ones I want to put. Oh, actually, no, I was going to do Lover of Flowers because I feel like these elements.
You see how I'm kind of having to push hard? We need new white wax. This one is very old. It's at the bottom of its run here, and it's kind of more pasty instead of creamy. And so it's fighting me a little, which is also why I clear wax this first. You'll see tomorrow we're going to go back in time tomorrow because we already pre-recorded that video. But you'll see some of the things that I'm about to finish get their base coat tomorrow. It's in reverse.
We're excited to be back in town. It's even if it's just for a little bit, it's always good to be home. When you love where you live, it's good to go home.
Well, and we have worked very hard to create like a very comfy, cozy setting where we know where everything's at in our area. We've lived here within 5 minutes of this, well, 10 minutes of this house since our oldest was in kindergarten. So it's almost 19 years we've lived here in Lehigh. So it's home. That's longer than I have lived anywhere ever. We moved about every 4 to 5 years when I was a kid.
Or more frequent.
Yeah.
You guys moved way more than we did. And then our early marriage, we moved back and forth trying to like be closer to his parents, and it just never worked out. Otherwise, we probably would have just lived in Prescott and here.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you're young and married, you kind of move around a lot. But, you know, 6 years into marriage, we kind of settled down. And we've lived in 3 houses in Lehigh, but the last 2 were on the same street. I feel like for kids, it's good for them to have like a steady place. Even if you want to move around a lot, I feel like they do better. I mean, maybe it's not that case for everybody, but our kids have really just.
Well, we were talking to the kids while we were driving because we really do want to get a place in California. We go out there as it is 3, 4, sometimes 5 times a year.
The B&Bs are racking up.
Yeah, it's getting costly to rent, or even hotels are not cheap. And so we're like, you know what, we'll look at a place. We know land is very expensive and property is very expensive in California. So we were talking to the kids and we're like, we might have to sell this big house and just have something smaller here in Lehigh that we live in when all you kids move out, because it's 7 bedrooms in this home. 7. We don't need that. Or at least I don't think we will. So far, our children have been wildly independent when they move out. We only have one example, our oldest, Harrington, but Odelia is looking to do the same. She's excited. She's getting super pumped up to go live in the cottage. But we told them we might have to sell this house so that we can afford to get a house there and still have somewhere
or less
here.
to maintain here.
Yeah, because this is a big home. It's on a quarter acre. The yard is not huge, but it does need mowed and maintained every week. And they were like, "Oh no, you guys, we can't move out of that house. You built that house." I'm like, I didn't think you loved it that much. You seem to love it when I ask you to clean it. But
that's another story.
And Eliza was like, "But what if I need to live there in that big house?" I'm like, "What if you do? Maybe you can buy it from me."
Yeah, I'm like, that would be great. You want to buy it? Because
you and your husband can get together and figure that out.
Like, I don't remember my parents or your parents giving us a big house. We never lived in a house this big growing up. No. Deb and I was I think the best things we did for our family was work our butts off and build this huge addition onto this house so we could have this space. We have a lot of fun together, but we also have fun in our own bedrooms. We get along better together when we have space apart. The only people that share in this house are Zeb and I.
A good fence makes the best neighbors.
Of course it does.
And it also works with bedroom doors.
Can you guys see that?
That is turning out good.
Yeah.
All right, you guys see what I'm working with here? We got the white wax just hanging down in there nice. It's looking more like stone or cement. And this will not, I just waxed this, so it's going to calm down. We're going to go set it out in the 98 or 100 degree sun, whatever it is. The breeze is blowing. It feels like you're in a dryer out there. But it's not quite Phoenix. Phoenix like burns your eyes.
It's going to be 150. You know what? We were talking, you'll see it in Wednesday's video. We're talking about how we're finding positive things. We're going to say, you know what? We are going to appreciate that we don't live in Mesa or Phoenix where it's 116 degrees.
And my sister just moved to Mesa from Tucson, and she's like, it is hotter here for sure. And you would think Tucson would be all right. That's final. That's done. We're going to go set that in the sun. I love how it's sitting down in, looks more like oxidation, old cement, water running down for years and years. And we could get that with like a wash effect too, but we're going to leave this just wax. I'm going to set it outside so that it can dry up.
Well, and I'm going to for like the reunion, I'm going to say, you know what? I feel so blessed, even though our camper is, I don't even know how old it is, but it's old, that we can go in our truck and camper to go to the family reunion, because there are going to be people at that family reunion, some of them sleeping in tents. And they will love it because they're tent campers, but I am not. So I'm going to be grateful that I have a camper. Hopefully Zeb gets the hot water fixed. If he doesn't, I'll just shower at his mom's.
I don't know. I think it's just the anode. I think it just needs to be replaced.
You know what? For a few days, I could wet wipe it. It's not that dry shampoo and a wet wipe does a lot of things. Do you need something out of here? Well, we're going to be live for a few hours, so just, like, you can come in.
That was only an hour.
That was earlier. This is our last live. How are the kids?
Good. We went to the dollar store.
Oh, they went to the dollar store. Eliza was babysitting some cousins.
Yeah, but all I wanted was the stuff out of the machine so I could whip out the coins for my car.
They wanted the coin machine?
Yes, that's all I wanted. I didn't care about the other.
That's like because the coin machine's like a game.
All right, I'm just going to get this on here. Can you clear resin this for me?
Yeah. Let me finish getting. All right, so I might need 3 coats. That was really shiny, but we're pretty much there on this. Oh, too many coats. I'm peeling. Don't overbrush.
Vicky says she's jealous. Like we're sad because we need more rain, but Vicky says she's jealous that we don't have the rain because she can't put stuff outside to dry where she lives. It does in the wintertime when it's cold. I miss the warm weather so bad because it dries.
But it's still dry. Like we are super spoiled with our dry weather and how fast it dries things out.
I mean, you do need water for life, but we're supposed to have an El Nino, so we might have a super wet winter, which would be great. Not for me because I don't necessarily love snow, but great for the reservoirs. And if it gets really cold and wet, I will just leave because I have free will. I go somewhere else for a minute.
Well, we're going to get that greenhouse bill, remember?
That's right.
So you can go sit in the sun and play with your plants.
Okay. I'm going to leave this for Zeb to resin. I'll just put this back there.
All right. I'm being all neat with this. I think I'm going to get over that life and just paint this whole front surface because it's being more difficult to paint it neat than to just paint the whole thing.
I would wait a second because there's a little tiny part where it was still wet in the corner. All right, here's my little box. I painted this earlier. I'm on an Americana kick. I'll switch over to white here in a minute. Vicky made shepherd's pie. That's yummy.
Shepherd's pie is one of my favorites.
We had dainty Moore stew, and it hit.
It's basically shepherd's pie without the potatoes.
It was great. Delicious, delicious. Full of sodium, so if you have high blood pressure, don't eat it. Nancy says it's definitely 116 outside. Do you live in the Mesa area, Nancy? I think you do, down in the valley. If you're from Arizona, we just call it down in the valley. And that the valley is a very broad term. Mesa.
It's like 4 million people down in the valley.
Surprise, but anybody that's lived in Arizona for any length of time that knows what you mean. Like when you say down in the valley, it's Phoenix, Mesa.
Well, a lot of people just associate like Arizona with the heat, but it has lots of really great mountains that get tons and tons of snow.
Dainty Moore is canned? Yes.
Yeah.
Comes in a can. We
Back
buy it
outside
from
with
Sam's Club. It does not look tasty as it glops out of the.
Jenny's mom thinks it looks like dog food.
It does look like dog food. She's not wrong. Thank you. The San Diego Temple is beautiful. Zep and I were married there 25 years ago, and that is the entire reason that we go to San Diego a lot, but the trip we just took was to take our family there and friends.
It closed for like 4 or 5 years. We haven't been able to go.
So you can go through the temple the first time for yourself, and then after that, you can go through for your ancestors. It's more than I can go over in a live video, but at any length, we haven't been able to visit and do work for our ancestors.
If you want to know all about it, it's on the church.
Yeah, you can
website.
go to temples.org. I think
it's like very laid out and can explain it better than we can.
But we have, like, when we go visit now, we can go to the temple and do sealings, which is essentially like getting married for somebody else. Because our marriages, we believe, are for eternity. So even if you're married civilly, you can also get sealed. So anyways, we can go do sealings now when we go visit because it's back open and it was closed for a long time.
I'm just going to organize for a sec or else we're going to get lost in the paint can woods.
All right.
Okay. I have this box I need to finish.
Do you have, here it is. All right, I'm going to lightly distress this, and I already painted the bottom. You can boil water for the camp shower. Yeah, that is true. I actually think, though, that if we go to the store, I'm going to get wet wipes, but better ones. I got some off-brand ones. They're not great, but some Huggies wet wipes would do wonders in a pinch. I mean, I'm going to be clean. We're going to drive all day tomorrow. We're going to be there 2 days, and then we're going to drive home. It's not like it's that long. This was just a little vintage box. It said like Buena Vista, California or something on it.
Yeah, so the reunion technically starts at noon tomorrow. We're not going to make it for that.
Oh, I didn't know it started at noon.
Yeah, lunchtime is when they're like everybody's kind of
because most people don't live 10 hours away.
Yeah, most of them live down there in like southern, eastern Arizona, Phoenix area, Tucson area. There's a few stragglers that are coming from like Colorado, us from Utah, you know. My parents are coming from Alabama. But most of them, cousins included, are still in Arizona area, and they're like 4 or 5 hours away from this place. So you get up in the morning, you go drive there, you have lunch, and they start. And then they're doing breakfast on Saturday, but everybody's kind of clearing out. All right, I used this on Monday's video, and it was a small box. We were only able to use a small portion. I love the whole thing. So we're going to put that on here with a dark color. I think I'm just going to use this prairie gray because the prairie gray is actually the base coat on this. And then we had some bleed through. So I kind of did some dry brush with the Salvation solution to get this look. And it's working great.
And I am not going to make sure this is like perfect, but I'm just sanding the edge so I don't have a lip on the box. And I'm distressing it. And then all I have to do is clear wax. I transfer and my little box is done. When you're doing little things like this, keep in mind, like I sold this for $19.95. So a couple of coats of paint transfer in a wax gives us a darling makeover without spending more time and having to charge like $40 for the box. Now I'm not beyond charging $40 for a box and being extra, but in this case,
You'll see that come out with the little birdhouses.
Yeah, I have a base coat drying on a birdhouse right now.
Okay, I'm gonna tape it. I know you guys don't see me tape stencils very often, but this is a nice big flat surface. Then I don't know if you can see over here. We're just gonna
Where's that clear wax?
offload the prairie gray.
I don't know if Zeb will get to putting resin on that tiered tray. That might be
I will
bad.
get it. I'll do it in a minute. I just
I
saw
was just
this
gonna say,
down
we have a
there.
lot of things to do, so if you don't get to it, we'll just do it while we're packing.
Oh yeah, might. It's basically gonna look how it already is. The
It's just
resin
gonna have
just
clear
seals
wax.
it up and makes it look three-dimensional.
Do you paint the back of small picture frames? I get the paint on the back side when I paint sometimes, or I use a black Sharpie. Just depends. I make it look the best I can. It's never going to be perfect, but that's also like why I laid this down. But like the back of this has all these stickers on it. I'll use a heat gun, or I'll flip this over. I should have heat gunned them off first, but I forgot.
Sometimes we'll just distress it off depending on what it is on the backside.
Yeah.
If it's
Sand it.
felt, you can't sand felt, so.
Yeah, with felt, just get a Sharpie marker.
So I'm missing the grains up here and the 1962 down here. Because it's not gonna fit on my box, but we might do something else there. We might even incorporate some transfers on here. I don't know yet. We might just keep it simple and go with the labeling here.
I know this is, there we go. I'm like, I know this is the direction it came out. The California Goodwill prices, some of them were terrible, some of them were not. Watch our Saturday thrift haul. We have one really great thing that we found that we got a good deal on. We paid $4 and it's worth like 50. We used a light on it.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then didn't you find that crystal cake plate? That was a good deal.
Yeah, that was $25, but it's worth, like, when I looked up stuff, and you'll hear me talk about it again on Saturday, but when I looked stuff up, that same crystal cake plate was going for like upwards of $200. So $25 is worth it because I can resell it for quite a bit. Or, you know, if you find it out in the wilds and we keep it, that's a good deal for me. I don't happen to have a need for.
You need a different big green stencil. We have a few, but we need is to organize our.
We actually have a bunch, but I actually have my favorites. Like even if I had 30, I'd probably still use these ones a bunch. Because the thing is, you guys see us do it a lot, but they go to different houses. Like someone doesn't have like 20 things with this stencil on it. Maybe they have this stencil and they do. I don't know.
Oh, hey, sorry, Gifts. It's Cynthia. We met her yesterday. Is it only been since yesterday?
Yeah.
We're going to Moab tomorrow. We happen to be, we don't thrift on Mondays as much anymore because of Jack's football and practice schedule. But with being out of town, we didn't have a choice. So we had to get help from the girls and we were thrifting. We happened to run into them. All right. Ta-da! How cute that is. I'm just going to put this backer on here. Left that on there. And I think that is darling. Oh, chalkboard upcycle.
All right, we're getting there. You can see it better with the dark paint. It has plaster on it from yesterday.
Go check out my birdhouse. Do you want to bring your spading?
As long as it's dry, it should be dry.
This is gonna get a big white dry brush on it, but I gotta, where's my brush? I need to pull the paint out of the bottom. There's so much detail on it. and the paint kind of pooled up on the bottom. So I'm going to pull it out, and then I'm going to heat gun the bottom, and then I'm going to dry brush this, and then we're going to put fun transfers on it. Okay. This is lattice work here. It was like kind of a pain.
Let's see how I did. I'm going to distress this too, but see if I got too juicy any spots. Oh, we did pretty good.
I'm glad you mentioned, somebody mentioned rolling pins. I got one in the window I need to put transfer on.
So this front here, I'm just going to do the emblem, and then we're going to, or the crest, and we're going to make it say grains right on the top there.
And we don't use tongue oil over the transfers or anything because they're just for decor. We may eventually figure out how to like neatly do resin
Over what?
over like the rolling pins.
So you can brush resin, and it lays out nice and smooth.
It's a little streaky. I am going to dry brush this so it doesn't really matter, but there's a few spots that I wanted to touch up before I dry brush this. Then it's going to get
I'm gonna have to hold this
transferred.
door closed. It's wanting to pop open on me.
Oh, brush down.
Oh, careful with that. I taped it on this side and it opened. All right.
We're
hold it
T minus
close.
like an hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll hurry. I'm stenciling fast.
Caitlin, did that lady ever get back to you on the trough? I know she's watching because I swear that she said in the live video she didn't want it painted. If she doesn't get back to you, we might just have to email her and be like, hey, if you do want it painted, we'll do it when we get back.
Okay, I'm doing the crest also.
Nadine, this one is yours.
It's upside down. Sorry, guys. It might even be backwards. I don't know.
It's just the base coat. We're going to get a lot of white dry brush. She wants it left as is. Oh, bless her, because that thing is giant. You know that big trough? The
Oh,
lady
yeah.
that bought it wants it left
The-
as is. We do need to tell the gals that they can screw off the details so that way they can pack it flatter.
Maybe I'll do that for
Just
them.
screw it off and then just tape them to the other side or whatever. Or just send a picture with a note that says this goes together. I mean, I could paint the trough, but it's going to save us some time. If you ever don't want something painted, make sure you email Caitlin because relying on my brain is not your best option. Luckily, my brain came through this time.
I had zero recollection of it, and I don't read the comments because I'm over here on this side, so I would have not known at all.
Kathy says, I received my I Love Junk. It was one of your January stencils. I'm excited because I've never been good at stenciling, but he's going to give it a try. So when you're stenciling, make sure you offload. Like if you still have stuff if you still have stuff going underneath your stencil, it's because you have too much paint on your stencil. The drier the brush, the better.
All right,
It'll
so
make your life
this
better.
is not coming up as much because I just dry brushed this bottom side. I didn't do the full. I'm going to heavy distress, so I think it'll be okay.
No, I like that.
But we have the full emblem and everything up here. The only thing we didn't get on there is the 1962 part. I don't think I'm going to put that on. We're just going to leave that off.
We did take the hardware off, but we went ahead. We're not going to put the clasp back on because it was broken.
The front clasp was busted anyway, so we're just going to leave it off.
So this is plaster. Make sure you're really getting the good thickness up from the bottom because if your paint is slimy, it's not going to work well, especially for a dry brush.
Oh my. That's on there well. I'm going to take this outside and hit it with the orbital real quick so I can show you guys. So basically just, extra sanding.
220.
220 grit.
Well, while he's doing that, I'm going to get to the dry brush here. So we're gonna go one direction across the back, and then we're gonna go the other direction. That is really, I mean, you don't have to dry brush the back, but I just think it looks better. This dry brush is really gonna come in handy because getting this 100% painted in this lattice work was never gonna happen. So we're just really going to, and then I want a heavy, heavy dry brush on this detail here. It'll be almost solid. And then lighter dry brush on the flat parts, but I want it to look more two-tone. So we're coming in heavy-handed on this. And then lighter, see how I'm going lighter on this flat part here? See, because then that really stands out because I want that cute little detail to be predominant. This little light is supposed to be like a little light that I thought it was loose, but that's just how it's supposed to be. And it doesn't come off, fun fact, I tried. Okay, working our way around. I may come back and dry brush that a little more. And then this roof is gonna be so cute dry brush, bringing out all the detail in the tin. Okay. Then I got to dry brush this side. I'm going to San Diego Tuesday. Loved your thrifting. I'm going to rewatch your video and write down the places. So in San Diego, I also do love going to Consignment. Classics is a great place to go. It's a little bit more expensive, but they have, that's next to Kobe's. Kobe's is only Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think we always just go on Friday. And then there's America's Thrift, I think is what it's called. They're good. That's up north. And then their Rancho Coastal something is a good thrift store. The thing is, you got to just make sure that you're not coming with expectations because there are going to be some things that are more expensive. But if you're patient and you just keep thrifting, you'll find things that maybe locals don't love as much, and then you make a profit on that. We don't buy as much tonnage, but we do at Kobe's. Kobe's is just good. All right, I'm going a little like heavier on the bottom. See how I'm going a little heavier on the roof, on the bottom, and on the detail here because I want to. And it's going to give it kind of a two-toned effect, but it's going to have a dry brush all over the whole thing. And this plaster is a great... it's a great contrast because it's not as stark as a bright white.
Right. If you remember, this was like an apple box with like a blue and green checker around the edge. So I wanted to give it kind of a heavier distress, and I did. But the 220 allowed me to control where the paint came off a little better so that we didn't get the apples coming through. And you can see we got hints of blue. So now it's like 3 and 4 toned in some places because we got some yellow coming through as well. And it looks like it's an old chest that's been painted a ton of times. We're gonna get the handles back on here, clear wax it. I'll do that before I put the handles on.
I wonder, I got this bird from, I think, okay, well, what mold is the bird from? Is it from the Nest one? I think I'm going to put this bird on here. So while this dry brush dries, I'm going to paint this gold. And then I'll glue that on there. And then we'll see. I might not do transfers with that big old bird on it. I don't want it to be too much, but I think this needs a mold. So that's what we're going to do. Some birdhouses are easier than others. The birdhouse with the black and white will go down as probably one of the more difficult ones. Can you open that?
Maybe I got wax on my hands. Hold on.
Are you going to put IOD on it? Nadine, I'm putting a bird on here. And then maybe I'll put some transfers on this side. We'll see.
You're going to have to wait a sec. My hand's slipping on that.
I don't want to put IOD on the roof. I guess I could, but it's got like this really great design on it. The thing about this particular birdhouse is it's got a lot of detail, like the lattice, this part here, this here. You gotta balance it out. I never know when I'm starting.
This is coming in handy.
What?
I used that jar opener.
Oh, thank you to the sweet woman that mailed that to me. I wish I could remember the name, but I'm lucky I can remember my own name today. So I'm gonna go gold with this. Whenever Debbie always like paints her molds in place, and I'm like, I don't know how you don't get paint everywhere. I just can't. So I like to paint them and then glue them on. Salt effect on thick paint. Yes, if you watched our video, maybe the week before we left, I did it on some candlesticks. We do like salt wash. We use it a lot of times to like hide imperfections or add detail. All right, gold is covering perfect.
I'm just wiping off the excess. We'll let that cure up good out in the sun.
We'll see. I might do some flowers, like some, not like huge flowers. Oh, great. Don't touch things with your gold finger. It's going to get some more dry brush there. It's fine. I fixed it. Yeah, Chris, I think it's the one where I like said we broke stuff. Like, because we did. And there's like a frame on the thumbnail, if I remember correctly. I wish I could just put the names of the products we use and exactly what we paint in each video, but the algorithm doesn't like it. Okay. I'm going to go grab my super glue. We're going to put our bird on our birdhouse.
Everything for the mighty algorithm. But if we don't do that, then you guys don't even see our videos. Like, you would have never found us.
Sorry. Don't worry about what the title of the algorithm or the thumbnail says. Just every time you see a Jamie Ray vintage video, just click it and watch it. Oh, that's not what you want to happen. I took off the whole thing instead of just this part.
Oh.
Be generous with your glue, but you don't want it to go over the edge. I'm going to attempt not to get super glue all over my fingers because I already have paint on them, and if you super glue over your fingers, then the paint never comes off. It like seals the paint. It's so nice. It seals the paint onto your fingers. Could I go get some gloves? Yeah. Am I going to go get some gloves? No. There we go. That worked. I have this earlier. I had it like, oh. It's like I fit this on here ahead of time. All right, I'm going to hold this for a little bit while that super glue sets. You know what I think? Maybe, I think I'm going to do some flowers, tall ones here, short ones here, and around the side. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I was like, maybe I'll do another mold. But the bird is flying into my little birdhouse here.
It's going to land right in there.
Yeah, I might dry brush the bird too to bring out the detail with a little bit of dry brush paint. Okay, let's see if I can find some flowers that are like, probably not.
That's the trick. What are you feeling?
With my fingers. Okay, I did get super glue on my hands. It's fine.
It's like every time anyone uses super glue, it's hard to not get on your hands, and it sticks so well to your skin. And moisture makes it dry faster. It's crazy stuff.
I don't know what big jewelry box I did for you. Sorry, Nadine, I don't remember the box. Just have to trust that it's going to be cute. Trust the process. There's anything I don't like. Well, this will be good because I can put this up this way and then wrap it around the side.
I had a struggle getting these off. You'll see tomorrow. I think it's because these screws are in here crazy. They're not. None of them go in straight.
So this is kind of an advanced technique. We'll see if I can actually pull it off. I'm going to put this on the front, and then I'm going to take this and wrap it around the side. And then I'm going to put a little something here that goes around the other side. And these particular floral transfers, I feel like are really soft, so it's not going to be too busy. I'm going very soft with my transfer stick because this paint, you guys just saw me do it, like it's very fresh. The dry brush was pretty dry, so it dries almost instantly. Hence the name dry brush. It's amazing how much paint can come off a brush when it's almost all the way dry.
I just figured out why these screws are in here crazy. It's because they broke screws off putting it together, and they had to angle them in. Now I get to fight it.
Oh, I'm putting a transfer around a corner because I had this bright idea.
Always fun.
Well, at least it's a square corner. You know what the hardest thing is to do, like a rolled edge, like on a tray when it's like textures. Oh, I think I got it. This is cute, but I don't know if it's as cute as Zeb's box. Zeb had some patience with the box. Nadine bought the 3-drawer little desk thingy bobber.
It turned out good.
Yeah, but we couldn't take the knobs off, so we had to work around the knobs.
Oh, that wasn't too crazy. I'll show you guys how to do it tomorrow.
Don't miss Waste Not Wednesday. All right. Woo! Good thing the lid's on that.
Okay, done fighting this.
There.
This is waxed. Done. No more stuff on it. And some of that crackle came through. You can see it really good at the back here.
I want this to kind of match, so I'm grabbing the matching corresponding greenery here. And I'm going to put this under my butt. I don't need it this tall, so we're going to cut off that part.
All right, I still have streakies on this. I think what's happening is I've got like some super glue or something on this brush and it's dragging a hard spot.
The cottage, we'll have another video on the Jamie and Zeb channel.
Maybe as early as tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see. And then we won't finish. We're hoping to have it done by the end of July because we've got to get some things rolling for our photo shoot. And so I'll probably be working on that while Zeb's finishing the cottage, but I might need some things from him. So our goal is to have the cottage finished by the end of July and by the first week in August to have all of our photos done for the magazine that we're going to be in, Where Women Create. So I'm going to wrap that around the edge. And this will be the last. I'll just clear wax this. I'm going to dry brush the bird though. It needs a little dry brush.
All right, third coat was the charm. We're going to go set this out in the sun. And then while this is drying, I'm going to get Jamie's resin.
Yeah. Oh, I need that gold brush. You can see the back of the bird's wing on the side because it kind of goes off the edge. Think about painting the back of the wing. And that's as good as that gets on the back. Okay. Okay, so here this is where we're at now. I just did some really soft floral just to kind of maybe make it look like it's coming up out of the lattice work. And then Where's my dry brush?
This is what you want resin in, right?
Yes, please. Thank you. Okay. Okay. I'll show it to you up close. You want your brush so dry. I really don't want it to be like solid white, but I just wanted to bring out the detail. Oops. Now I got gold all over my brush. Then I can take my finger, and if I want to, I can just, like if I want to bring out a little bit more gold. Oh, that's way too much. Don't want to waste that. Then
Okay.
take my gold
I am
brush
going to go get gloves for this.
and just lightly put a little bit more gold on there. You could just keep going until you get the mixture that you like. Hold on, I got to scoop up some of that and put it back in here. This is $33 or $34 or something for this little thing, so every little bit counts. Let's get an up close and personal. Okay, I got a little bit of gold here and there, but it's all right. I'm gonna clear wax over the top of the transfer, but here it is. I think what made this like simple without losing my mind is I went with one solid base coat, and then knowing that this, you can kind of see some of it coming through here, that the lattice was going to be a pain in the butt. I just did a dry brush in a similar color, so some of the white peeking through just makes sense because of the dry brush. And then because we've got this big gold bird on here, I went with a soft transfer that wasn't too bright, that kind of looks like it's coming up out of the lattice on my birdhouse. It's okay if not everything is super real, but I do try to make things make sense, at least in my mind. Now, as a creative person, I feel like everybody's mind works a little differently, right? But yeah, turned out good. Where's the clear wax brush? I'm gonna clear wax this. So I don't have to clear wax the whole thing. I'm just waxing where the transfer is. Honestly, if it was for me, I probably wouldn't even worry about that because it's not going anywhere, but good measure. Done. I love birdhouses. I think we have another birdhouse that hasn't sold yet. I need to heat gun the bottom and paint this real quick.
So because this is clear, I'm just making sure this is good and cleaned out. I had some little flakies in the bottom. Okay. Put that over there for a minute.
Birdhouses have been one of my more favorite things to do lately. I don't know why. I get on these kicks.
Stuck down in here in the bottom. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think half and half. I might mix up a double batch.
This tag has been on here for a long time. This is plastic, by the way. I'm not going to cut myself. Gianne is going to Kobe's. She's headed to San Diego next week. That's awesome.
Kobe's is so fun.
I'm glad if you go to Kobe's and just let them know, be like, hey, I found you on Jamie Ray Vintage. They're super sweet to us. They let us film, and I was talking about it. You'll see it in Waste Not Wednesday, but one of the things I tried to do this time at Kobe's, it was new for me, is film more of like me talking to the vendors without filming them, like just my hands and stuff. Just so, because like obviously not everybody wants to be on the channel, and that was a little bit difficult, but I feel like it was really satisfying to watch because it made it feel more like you're there. This, the hardest part is birdhouse is going to be getting the tag off.
On the bottom.
I even spoke a little Spanish. For those of you that don't know, I was raised in Calexico, California from 2nd to 8th grade. And I spoke Spanish because like when you live that close to the border, like even the duty guards didn't speak English. And so it was really a necessity for me, even though I was in the US. And also, it's good to learn another language. But I don't get a lot of call to use it here in Utah, so it's fun when we go there to. All right. Where's the sandpaper? I know
I've had it over here, and then I maybe ran off. Oh, here it is.
It's red, but
It was upside down, so you couldn't see the red. Okay, equal parts. So I did 2 cups of the side A and 2 cups of the side B. You stir, 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 stir. It's gonna go cloudy on you. And then once it goes back clear, that's when you're good. You got enough. Don't worry about getting bubbles in it. I'm going to show you in just a sec how to get the bubbles out.
Where's my Americana brush?
I don't know. Did it end up over here in my baggie?
I don't think so.
There's where it should be in the baggie.
I know. This is the baggie that it would be in. I'm going to just clean up and see if I can find it. I just need to paint the bottom of this, and then I can go set it over there to dry.
Okay, I can feel it on the cup starting to get warm too, so we're starting to get a reaction. You got a minute or so on this to really pour it good. Just make sure there's no flecks of anything, because anything you pour the resin over, you're going to see it. Somehow we got white stuff.
Or the love. How do you lose a paintbrush?
I don't know. Did you wash it?
Does anybody know where my paintbrush is?
Did you go wash it?
Well, it fell down, and then I picked it up.
I remember you picking it up. Okay, here goes the pour, and we've got bubbles. So I'm going to try to go half and half. And it's not gonna, like, if you could use half of these jars if you wanted to fill it up to the top. But now, since I've got a lip, we're gonna give it a good run around everywhere. Get all the edges. That way we've got good coverage on the whole thing. And it's looking like it's probably gonna be about an eighth of an inch thick, which is great. All right, bubbles. There's a few of them in here, little tiny ones. Heat gun from up top, and it'll make them come to the surface and pop. Now, you don't want to heat it up too much, because that'll start the reaction and it can crystallize it, because it's drying too fast. This is a 24-hour resin. So I'm just gently going over the top, hitting these till the little bubbles, I don't see any more popping on the surface, and then I stop. I don't think you could use, I've seen people use blow dryers to move resin around, or fans, but I don't think that's going to pop your bubbles. Okay. We're going to pause there.
Do you need your spinny thing?
May have heated it up too much. We might have to put a transfer over the resin and redo the resin. Did I use...
Loud door shut.
Oh, you know what happened?
What?
This is white resin.
Are you kidding me?
So we'll have to redo the transfers and Americana. It's fine. We'll just paint over it. I can fix it. This is going to cure up. I'm like, why is that getting cloudy? It's going to cure up in about 3 seconds. You know what? I grabbed a white one. I'm like, oh, that's not the right one. And I grabbed this one and I didn't look. We have 2 white ones in there.
Okay, well, it's going to get new transfers. No tears. It's just whatever.
When you're in a hurry, right?
It's all right. I got more pretties. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry. We do not have mics because they don't work well on live videos. And if it sounds like I'm yelling, I don't know. I'm not regulating my mic temperature. Okay, let's figure out this little clock here. I still don't know where. Oh, the Americana brush was in here. It was just on the black side. I don't know where the black brush is.
I had it. I've been using it.
Okay, well now we got 2 Americana brushes. It's good because we're gonna need to repaint that Americana. Does that pop out?
You guys, I found the clear resin.
Oh, praise. You know, that's not gonna pop out. So I'm gonna have to paint this.
Although this looks like it's old.
What?
Oh, that's fine.
We can't take this out.
Okay, this is old. So where's our other resin?
What do you mean? I don't know. In there somewhere? If you can't find the right, oh, you found it. Okay, well, but why don't you put that outside so it dries fast?
Oh, it's going to dry fast. I you good. Okay, guys, try number 2. I'm gonna have to redo this, and you know it's gonna be good. Clear, white, purple, less purple. Lessons learned. Yeah, I'm slowly watching this get cloudy. I'm like, what is happening?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so do you think that because it's resin that you probably should put a coat of primer on it?
No,
Make
this
it
isn't that.
stick?
It's just like regular white resin. It's not that shiny.
I guess we paint it all the time, huh?
Yeah.
The person that bought that is going to be like, what? Don't worry. We'll fix it. You can't like scoop it out. That's not happening. You can't really sand it off. But you can paint over it and then put another transfer on it.
Yeah.
I couldn't get this clock out, so I was going to put a new face on here, but I'm not going to now. And I'm going to paint this Americana because I now have 2 brushes with Americana on it. Can you peel out the resin? No.
No, it's on there.
If you tried to scrape it out, you would just make a ginormous mess. It will just be nice and flat, and we'll paint over the top of it, and then we'll put a transfer, and then we will encase it in clear resin, and the resins will probably actually, sorry, I didn't want to paint that, actually meld, and they'll be fine.
No, they won't. There won't be any melting.
Oh, I
This will
guess
be
'cause they'll be
completely
painted.
cured up.
That's what I'm saying, but it'll be okay. Like the resin will stick to the other resin and the
I
paint.
want to put these on there.
Like it never happened.
I guess I'll take my gloves
Good
off.
thing I got a new pack of transfers.
I know, right? Just wasted a pack. One sheet. Okay. Transfers. I think we're just going to keep this little set here. This lover of flowers has been.
We have 35 minutes to fix that.
Oh, we'll get it done.
What was on the list of Keziah's oldest stuff?
I don't know. Hopefully, we got most of it. I know a lot of frames that we're not doing now because you guys have seen us do frames a lot.
Okay, the Ray Dunn tote box.
Oh, I have
We
that
can do
over
that,
here. I can do
okay.
that.
The red toolbox just needs to be clean. Small black frame, fine. Drawers for desk, we already did that. The violet frame, done. Frame. Clear drawer transfer, we can do that. 2-drawer basket, birdhouse, meaning the candlestick set I said. The long tray we don't need to do. Clock and tray, stool no makeover, and frame makeover. Okay, I think these ones will be fine. We can get all of this stuff done, even if it's not on camera.
Yeah.
Okay, easy peasy.
Well, I don't know about easy peasy, but we can get it done.
Well, I can do a lot of it while you're getting things rolling. I have some podcasts to catch up on.
Oh, good. I was
And
worried about that.
I could be packing, but it's all right. The nice thing about the camper is I literally just grab everything I want and I put it in a laundry basket, and then I just take the laundry basket and take it to the camper. Done.
Well, and there's like a closet in there with some drawers and stuff, so it's not like you're like packing around a suitcase everywhere.
The paint lasts a decent amount of time. It just depends. So if you open it and it still looks fine, it is fine.
It might smell funky because it's all natural.
Yeah.
But it'll be okay.
And if you're gonna like wanting to do it on a cabinet, just try one door or something or a test board, and then you'll know. Because there's not like an exact amount of time.
If it's separated and you can't get it to like come back together by mixing it, that's when you know it's too old.
That was the hardest part of painting this, is going around the clock face, but I did a nice, neat job, and it's fine. I'm gonna leave the feet the brass color, so I'm gonna try to be neat around this edge, and then I don't know, I might dry brush this or just like on the detail work on this to two-tone it. I know I've done a lot of Americana, so thank you for being patient with me today. And not to ruin it, but you're going to see more tomorrow. And some plum pudding, though.
The plum pudding turned out fun. Sorry, I'm really having to focus here.
You got your focus face on?
Yeah, it's like down off the table on my lap, so I can angle it all kinds of crazy directions. I think Vicky told me she does this on her leg too. She
Yeah,
does all
it
her
doesn't-
transfers on her leg.
Nothing expires. They're just after, I would say that after a year, use at your own like discretion. Like if it still spreads, if the paint spreads, it works, then it's good. And
Even if it smells funky, that'll go away as
Yeah.
it dries out.
the smell dissipates. And if it's a little thick, you can just add water to it. If the sealer's drying or like the Salvation solution, if it's drying out, you're not going to be able to reactivate that. The DIY paint, just add water for like the duration. Keep your paint stored in a climate controlled area. Lid's tight without paint on the lid, and it will last much longer. I had some Salvation solution that was old and thick, and I just added water to it and I made it work. Now, is it going to be as perfect as if you didn't add water to it? No, but it's pretty good stuff. Yeah, Christy, we're headed tomorrow to New Mexico. So we're headed on another trip. But this one's just a few days. It's like a day travel, 2 days there, a day back.
We got something done right, guys. That looks awesome.
You're just tuning in. You'll have to watch the replay to see what we did wrong. All right, this is going to dry. Want to check on your resin tray?
Just if it's all white, bring it in. I'll repaint it and do more transfers. Just kind of cutting these to fit a little better. They help fit down in these insets a little more.
You can put this out. I'll put paint over this.
Just need to slap some Americana back on it. Show how white that got.
You can see a little bit of what it used to be.
Well, it was, I poured it not like 100%.
It's going to need a couple coats so it's not streaky. Just tuning in. This used to have a really pretty transfer on it.
It's going to get some more pretty transfers in a minute.
Do the kids get a choice to go or not? Like on our trip, Eliza has cheer camp. Odelia is, we did not give the boys a choice, but they'll have a good time. They have cousins. They'll be there. I wouldn't leave my boys here without me. Well, doing
Redrick was the only hesitation Redrick had was he was like, I'm going to miss a football practice. And currently he has a starting position on the sophomore team, which is a big deal. Because every spot is, I mean, you got 11 guys on defense that start and 11 guys on offense that start, and the team has 48 guys on it, you know, and there was a bunch of guys that have already quit because they weren't going to ever start. And it's a big deal in our small little corner of the world.
And Redrick's a homebody who's kind of a Sour Patch Kid, but then he has fun when he gets out and gets going. Jack definitely wants to go. And then we're going to bring the football and Jack has state baseball when we get back, so we're going to bring the baseball gloves so they can practice while we're there.
All right, just a little burnish. Make sure everything's down good. We don't have any air bubbles or anything underneath that transfer.
I'm gonna do one more coat of paint and then I'm just gonna set this outside to dry. And then we'll get transfers on here. That's really pretty.
That's coming out good.
There'll be a secret layer of transfers hidden under white resin, discovered years from now. Archaeologists will come up with some like.
It won't be discovered. It'll be under the resin still.
Well, they discover things under, like, I don't know. Some archaeologists might find a way to discover that there was transfer of it.
Yeah, both girls are staying home. Odelia's grandma and puppy sitting and working. She's got to work. And Eliza will be at cheer camp most of the weekend. And Odelia's going to be 21 in like a month. And Eliza is starting her senior year of high school, but she's only, let's see. She only got 9 more months and she'll be an adult. Which is wild that we'll have 3 adult children in 9 months. I know I don't look that old. Jamie doesn't look that old. Everywhere those girls go with Jamie, it's like, what would your sister want?
I pay a lot of money not to look that old. Okay, let's get this one going.
Where'd I go with my stick? Put it right here.
Oh, I forgot this is plastic, not.
Are you trying to cut that with your plastic?
Yeah.
Plastic blade. It's not a razor.
The magic eraser, if I could get this off with that rather than sanding it. Let's see. So I want to do a white dry brush and then put transfers.
I think also why I'm putting this on my lap is it's round and it's rolling all over this countertop.
Negative. The paint underneath is coming off. The word things not coming off. But I think I might have a transfer big enough to just cover the whole word. Let's see what we got. Oh, good, Jennifer. I'm glad that you're watching while I paint your clock. That's drying, and then we'll see where we go from there. Let's get a washcloth. Remove the dust because this is not really wanting to unsand. Let's get that
You
dry.
have to do like some dry brush over the top or something?
No, we are just going to put a transfer. Hopefully it's not powdery. I used like, listen here, Fox. We just had a rough situation and we need an easy thrift flip that looks beautiful. So we need you to be that for us. Sometimes you got to give your projects a pep talk. That's cute.
All right. From now on, when I see these, I'm gonna have to get them. I can't pass them up anymore.
Where's the skizzers? Is that one? That's not wide enough. This one might be.
Okay, where'd the clear wax go?
That one's definitely wide enough.
All right, seal these transfers up.
Except that's beautiful, Jed.
Thanks. It's the black. The black is the secret. It makes these transfers just sing.
Where's the? This could be great or this could be bad. Sometimes these surfaces like have wax on them. I guess I better do this top part because it's gonna. Wait.
You're not quite dry on this.
Creole woman says, or yeah, I think Cheerio woman says, I have a tea card I painted a while back, but have wanted to repaint it with black and transfer roses, and you just can do that. What is that the same resin you use to make mold resin? Yes, the white resin is what you use to make molds. We're about to use clear resin.
Yeah.
I guess you could make molds in it, but it takes 24
You can
hours.
use white or the clear to make the molds. A lot of people do it to make jewelry. It gets harder than the white resin too.
I can get this to go where I want, and then I'm going to have to carefully cut it back open since I'm putting a transfer across the front. And this is going to completely cover up the word things that I was trying to sand off, but I was like, not working for me. And then I think I'm going to white dry brush these straps to give it some contrast and maybe put a random butterfly on it. So I'm using Marche de Coeurs. This is a great transfer if you need individual pieces, and then it's got some big elements like the one I'm using.
Did you use Lover of Flowers on there with some poems?
With the words, yeah.
Let's see if I can find something.
I thought there was some that would work, but.
Yeah, I sold the top ones out of these.
Oh, you were already, so that one, there, the snowdrop one?
Yep.
That one will be good. You'll have to cut the words out separate because you're going to have to layer them to get it to fit.
Okay.
Can you use the IOD Midnight Garden on it? It's a rather larger size. I haven't opened it yet. Can I use it on what? Midnight Garden you can use on just about anything. I like to use big things on small things. Like I use what's that one that I use all the time? Joy to Rose.
Yeah.
It's a big transfer, but I use it on smaller things all the time. Knock on wood. I think this might be a win here. It's going to make this way easier than I thought it would be. Okay. So what I need to do next is grab my, this is plastic, but it'll work. All right, so here we go. It says no more. You could stop right there, just clear wax it, but I want to dry brush this, so I'm going to make sure this is adhered really well down, and then I will just clear wax that. But I'm going to take my plaster, just hit this brush that's drying out. You should always keep your brushes in a bag. Almost make these look like straps on here.
Oh, that's going to be good with that, with the two-tone.
Yeah.
I knew that little box was going to get new life somehow.
I didn't know it was going to get life like this, but I was starting to do the distressing, and I'm like, that word is never going to come off there. And listen,
Well, I feel like it was like stamped into there, like punched into there.
the finish wasn't bad, but I was like, if I have to paint this whole thing, that's going to take me a half an hour. I don't have half an hour, so what can I do to make it good with less? And this is what I came up with. Having big transfers is good to cover stuff. What color is the box? This box would be like a watered down prairie gray.
You could probably even just
Olden
use
gray.
Olden Gray, which is a gray patina, kind of like dark and decrepit, or the liquid patina that we use is clear. It's just tinted gray, like a stain.
And I'm going to lightly distress this strap when it dries. Yeah, it's a good mix, like the pink and yellow flowers with the grayish background. You could also use provincial watered down for this too. I'm going pretty dry because I don't want to get paint on the gray part.
Luckily, this resin, the white, dries really fast. So this isn't going to be that hard to fix, and I'm going to be able to show you the fix. If you don't know, go back and watch the replay. I poured white resin over the top of some transfers instead of clear. And this is the remake 2.0.
Fiona is praying for your tray. Pray for us.
Pray I use clear again and don't do white.
I always pray when we have a lot to do, that we're efficient with our time, but the Lord also keeps you humble. But I have to say, we've accomplished way more than I thought we were going to. I was like, Zeb and I have been talking, like strategizing, trying to figure out how we were going to accomplish everything, and there were not enough hours in the day, but yet we've been able to have like extra superhuman like ability to like have fun, get work done, and it's prayers. It really works.
Well, I woke up at 6 yesterday and went to bed at 1. I pushed it till 7 today. I was like, I can't do 6 again today.
Yeah.
Not after going to bed at 1.
Okay, I'm gonna heat gun this, lightly distress the edges of my straps, and then just clear wax my transfer.
Okay, we got the snowdrop in there. Now we need to get another one.
The two-tiered tray that you did with the Nadine likes the one where you drilled the holes.
Oh, yeah.
And it does turn out that the top was an 18th or 6th, whatever, an 8th or 16th bigger.
It is,
But
yes.
we took it apart to ship it, so when we put it back together.
I mean, it's like when they're together, you can't even tell.
Yeah. But anyways,
This is one of those, it's almost like an
so if
optical
you commented
illusion.
on that, you were right, but it was just barely off.
Not right enough that I was going to worry about it.
Yeah, we fixed it. We fixed it. We took it apart, and then when they re-put it back together. Okay, so you can kind of see where it says things through here, but you know that, they know that, but it's definitely, this was a good fix for this. Okay, we're gonna grab, I'm gonna let that keep drying. Where's the clear wax?
I put it over here. It's right there, and the brush is right there too.
I just need the brush because it's got a lot of wax on it. There.
It's like up in here somewhere.
Or like it's here.
This general vicinity.
down really well. I'm just clear waxing over it. There you go. You get really close. You can see a little bit of the black peeking through, but I adore this box. I think it's so cute. I want to add a little butterfly to the side. Where's the scissors?
Right there.
Did you grab a stick transfer stick?
You grabbed mine and I stole mine back.
I thought we had two at one point.
We do somewhere over here. Maybe I grabbed yours.
That's
and
all right.
stole
My
it,
fingernail doubles as a good transfer stick. Can I write it off my taxes if I use my nails as a tool?
I mean, they're on camera all day long.
You guys are all witnesses. This is not a nail gel polish. It's a tool. Little butterfly out to the side here. A little butterfly. This did turn out.
We're almost there. We're almost ready for the resin.
Actually, no, I think I'm going to clear wax the top. Ugh. Opposite. I'm going to clear wax the top a little
You're
more.
starting to hurry around.
I know. I'm going to calm down. But the top looks a little splotchy where I stopped waxing, so I'm just going to. That's good. I feel better about that. Because whatever they put on this didn't have like a sealer. So you can really see where it's waxed and not waxed. That looks weird. The transfer is March to Coors. It's from the last IOD release. I'm just going to go ahead and wax it. Don't mind me. Wax in the box. Done. I just got to just trust that.
So what I'm doing there is I'm just using that to get up underneath because the paint is so fresh. I'm worried I'll scratch it with my fingernail. So I'm using that to lift the edge of the transfer so that I can get up under there good.
I got time because you got to get that done. The 2-tier tray has turned out even better.
It's doubly sealed.
I actually do like it. I'll do. I'm going to try to get this snack.
I mean, it was good before. They had basically same transfer layout and everything. I actually couldn't tell you what I'd have to go back and watch the video to tell you what pages were on here before. I don't remember.
Oh, my niece for a compact. Yeah, but I'll find her one. She doesn't need one. She wants me to find it while I'm out junking. Makes it even more special. So I'm going to keep looking. I might find her one when we make it back to England, whenever that is. Maybe next spring.
The last time we skipped a year, we went twice in 1 year.
Did we skip a year? Oh, because of COVID?
Yep. But it's Eliza's senior year, so I don't know.
Yeah, I doubt we'll do twice because
We got to take
we
her
got
on
to
the
take her
senior
to
trip.
her senior trip and all the things.
I mean, we don't have to, but we have to because I told her if she graduated seminary, she would, and she is going to graduate seminary, so.
All right, it looks good.
Okay, we got clear and clear. It says it on both the bottles.
That is seriously one of the funnier things that's happened.
That's the first time I've messed some stuff up on a video or
It's
done
as
it
bad
backwards.
as when you, where's the sandpaper or the scraper?
I don't know. You've had all those things over there.
I know. It's as bad as when you put the inlay on backwards.
The inlay
twice.
on upside down and backwards. I'm like, why won't it go? It's not transferring. That was on a live video too.
You
It's still live.
Yeah,
What live again?
it's all right. Just need Julia just needs a little snack. It's all right.
Odelia, probably in like the next half-ish hour, I'm gonna need your car moved because I'm gonna bring the camper over.
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
All right. Well, I'm going to be here for the next 20 years warming up this sticker. Mistakes are fixable. And you know what? The worst case scenario, we'd have to tell the customer we're sorry, we screwed it up, and refund them. And that has happened. Usually we can figure it out, but it has happened before. The pink Afghan will go up on Saturday's thrift haul. It's already listed. We already did the video, so but it won't be live until Saturday.
Sorry, this is the point in the live stream where everything's starting to look like chaos.
I'm just trying to get a sticker off of here. We'll show you everything we did in Paint-A-Palooza. And then my plan is to do a quick little video once we get it cleaned up to do a short. That'll go up the end of tomorrow. That'll show everything from Paint-A-Palooza and Waste Not Wednesday. Which was actually Wednesday, but let's see if this comes up.
Okay, same as the other stuff, equal sides, part A, part B. You'll know you got the right stuff. The side A on this and on the clear is super thick. All right, got that out of there. I'm gonna set this over here for a second while we mix. It's getting wild. Stuff's starting to get thrown places.
I've been throwing stuff the whole time. People used to yell at me all the time for throwing stuff because like the mic you would bump up the volume so that way people could hear me. But now that I edit the videos, I just remove all the background noise. And while I'm still doing the same thing, nobody complains about me being rough with stuff anymore because they can't hear it. And if you've ever, and it was not being super rough, it was just where the camera was picking up and Zeb was boosting it. But whenever you're like at a thrift store with stuff packed the way our thrift stores are, like I would like to try to see people grab stuff one-handed, layered the way that it is without having a few things clank. Might need to call up the lemon oil. Maybe, but lemon oil wouldn't work because this is a plastic sticker. I'm trying to like.
Oh, you should have just taken that outside and sanded it. You'd have been done with some 80 grit.
Sometimes I like to do things the hard way.
I haven't really been paying attention to what you had going on. Okay, stir, same as the clear. It's going to get, or the white stuff, it's going to get a little cloudy, and then it'll go back real nice and clear once you've got it combined.
As long as you're using clear.
Well, the white stuff does too until it hardens and then turns white as it hardens. It'll also get easier to stir. It'll become less thick.
I may have to use. Where is the sander?
It's outside.
It's very hot.
Where it always is. It's got 220 on it, but I think there's an 80 grit pad or disc right there. Lots of bubbles in this because it's thicker, so we're definitely going to have to do the heat gun trick to pop the bubbles. If you're still with us, thanks for hanging out. It's been a long live stream. Okay, I think we got it. It's nice and stirred. About a minute of stirring, 45 seconds of stirring. If you have more, you got to stir more. Okay, that looks like about half. It wasn't half because we got more in the top. All right, and then we're going to move this around. I don't know if this is going to move around as well as the other stuff because the white is thinner. So okay, we're gonna have to give it a push. If I don't know if you guys heard earlier, if you're just joining, I did mention to Jamie, you can brush this on, like if you wanted to do it on something like a rolling pin or a flat tabletop surface, you can brush it on. I like to do a wax paper under what I'm brushing because it will spill over the edge.
What time was practice? When you leave. All right, you might have to take 2 seconds when you're done and go shake your kid and try to pop his back.
Oh, he needs his.
Yeah.
He needs a little adjustment.
Okay. Sandpaper, the great equalizer.
Did it do it quick?
Yep.
All right, now that we got that moved all the way around, heat gun before it really starts setting up. And it doesn't take a lot of heat. We're just gonna get it warm enough that it brings those little bubbles to the top. And you can see them almost like a wave. It'll pop them. Because it just brings them up and they pop at the top. Okay, it went nice and clear. That's what we want. It also helps it flow a little bit. Just keep it moving. You don't want to overheat it. There's one spot that's not wanting to flow good. There we go.
I'm going to distress the edges so I'm not worried about perfection here.
All right, it's nice and glass clear now. And that, over the next few hours, will start to harden up. Let me show you it'll look shiny like this when you're done. See how bright and shiny that is? Okay, fixed it. We got the right clear in and we're good. We're good to go.
All right, I'm going to finish this. Do you have anything else you need to get done?
No,
I need a transfer on that
roll all
rolling
your
pin.
stuff together.
Yeah, I need a transfer on that rolling pin.
Okay. Let me go fix Redrick so that he can go
Shake
practice.
his back. We're going a little long. I'm like, I have one little candlestick I need to finish, and then I might paint I got that clock outside. Let this cool down. Here's a rolling pin.
Oh.
Careful, make sure it's clean.
I need to maybe put a paper towel down.
Yeah, maybe also go grab the one with all the bugs on it and like the
Entomology?
Yeah, but I don't want
no,
bugs.
Millet's Pages.
Millet's Pages.
I used it yesterday.
But no bugs.
All we have really left is mushrooms. Okay.
Mushrooms would be cute. It's a rolling pin for a kitchen.
I mean, did you watch the video Monday when I was doing that? I'm like, we could do the bugs on here, but I think Jamie might die.
Well, I edit the video, so I did watch it, but I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I'm just not really paying attention. You can edit without paying attention. So if anything weird happens, that's probably why.
Sometimes I would get to the end of the video and I'm like, oh, I feel like I zoned out there for a minute.
Yeah, I'm like, what did I just watch?
I hope I didn't miss anything that we messed up on or needed someone in the background doing something dumb, you know?
Especially if the software is like giving me fits, you know? Sometimes I do a lot of sound editing, so that way our sound is a little easier on the ears. And it's not always perfect, but sometimes it makes me hop out. Sometimes I have to empty my cache, turn my iPad completely off. And by the end of the video, if it's being really annoying, I'm not paying attention.
So all of these sheets are in Millet's Pages. We just used it Monday. If you want to go back and watch that, we used another one on a little stool if you haven't seen it yet.
Today's video is going to be watch Jamie paint everything that doesn't move Americana. It's all going different places, so it's fine. If it's going to the same place, we'll have matching stuff.
I'm just getting how big I need my transfer to be. All right, so I think we're gonna cut it right on that line, but I'm gonna follow the mushrooms so it's not such like a straight line. I'm might get a little bit of overlapping, but
Somebody said to use a string. I have yet to remember to get string, but that would be brilliant.
I mean, this is
To
gonna
like
work.
measure it, you know? Americana is very good. I do need to put, I'm going to do a white dry brush. I'm not worried about perfect coverage, but this top would be streaky if I didn't second coat it. Everything else is just getting a single coat because I'm going to white dry brush this. And I don't mind if some of the dark peeks through. Caitlin just linked the transfers. I feel like I'm a walking commercial and I tell you guys all the time, but then I still have comments. People say, where can you buy those? If you see us use a paint or product, chances are that we carry it at JamieRayVintage.com. Now, occasionally we'll order things like on Amazon or whatever.
Super glue, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah. Paint likes to pull up a little bit in the details. So sometimes when I notice it doing that, I'll take my brush and pull the paint out of the details. So that way the paint will dry. Because you don't want, if you're wanting to do a dry brush, you don't want it to blend. And it'll blend if it's still wet. Just gonna take the tag off. I'm gonna start a fire here. I didn't start the fire. We need to use mint green more. Vintage mint is such a pretty color and we carry it. I know I'm getting tired because look, my
You're like,
posture.
so I've actually never done a transfer on a rolling pin. Jamie always does
You
it.
what?
It's my first time.
Oh, doing a transfer on a rolling pin?
Mm-hmm. I always
How
stamp them or decoupage them or something.
Decoupaging was hard.
Stencil, I stenciled one. I think I did that once. That was more difficult. You know, stenciling
That was a
around.
next level application. So my knee burning a paper towel.
Won't be your first time.
True.
She got one all the way on fire a few
On a
months
live video.
back.
I caught a paper towel on
It's
fire
like when
while we were in
chefs are
California.
cooking and you get that flare up.
Flambe. This is not, I should not be flambeing. Every time I'm fussy about streaks and then I do a dry brush, I'm like, why did I bother to be so fussy? Denise remembers the fire. Shh. Only you and about 20,000 people have seen the fire. It's fine. Actually, it was a live video, so maybe like 10. We get about 10-ish thousand views over time on the live videos, if you don't include Facebook. But Facebook deletes them after
A month.
a month. Okay, dry brush. Here we go.
You did burn something.
Yeah, I burned
I
the
can
paper towel.
smell it.
You're barely smelling that? I burned that like 5 minutes
Well,
ago.
now it's getting strong.
It's wafting. And we're wafting. It's going to get a little heavier dry brush because that's what I want.
So just like any transfer, now that we got it started and on there and the size is right, we're just going to run it on down as we go. Ride the wave, as they say.
And the wave. That turned out pretty good. Where's my little gold brush?
You might want to. Is that all dried out?
Yeah. Oh, is this brush dried out? And no, it's still got some ply.
Still flexing?
Yeah. Still flexy bendy. Cannot see Jamie dry brushing on camera. All right, hold on. I'm way over here. I realized I was off. I'm just doing this.
You're You're way off, and I've migrated over
I
quite a bit
think
too.
we've slowly been, because when Zeb paints, he's a little splashy. If you're having trouble with your transfer, a couple of things. You might be pushing too hard. I know he looks like he's a big burly dude, but he's delicately, barely putting any pressure on that. And make sure your surface is all the way dry and the surface that you applied it to has really good adherence. Okay, let's get some gold. Are we going to be close to Deming in New Mexico? I don't know. I don't know New Mexico.
Once you get off the 10, I don't know where I'm at really. Been through New Mexico most of my life. I was born in New Mexico, but don't remember it. We moved by the time I was like 2.5. The oil field boom was on its way down, and that's what my dad was doing, working in the oil fields. And we moved to Arizona, and he went back to ASU, back to college, while he built houses and did accounting for my my cousin. My dad, it's actually my dad's cousin. It would be like my cousin removed. I don't know how it works out. He's actually passed. He was like 100.
Oh, yeah?
Oakley.
Oakley Ray.
Yep. Ray Homes in Arizona. I don't even know if it's still a thing. They built thousands of houses.
Oops. I'm going to just add a little bit more Americana in the middle because I got a little gold where I didn't want it. All right. I'm going to stop fussing. My candlestick is very French country. You don't have to be overly fussy. I will later heat gun this and clean up the bottom, or just take a sander. Okay.
So this transfer, if you have a big surface area, your transfer comes off all in one sheet. These are like individual little pieces on here. And so it does take a little more time. I'm having to go back and lay it back down if I miss a spot. But I think the result is going to be really cool on this. Are you painting the handles on this too, or no?
Yeah, Americana. I know you're shocked. Shocked and awed here. I'm going to remove the metal off the bottom of this, and I'm going to paint the wood, and then put a transfer on the metal.
Almost there. We're almost there.
Oh, I have that little cutting board I got to put a transfer on too.
Oh, I was like, oh man, I got so much more to go. And then I realized I'm like at the top of it here. I'm like right there on the edge. It was transferred on so well, it just looked like it was still the paper. All right, we did overlap a little, but I feel like it works. It's like we have layers to the mushroom forest.
So off camera things I'm going to finish. We've got a scalloped box. I've got, oh gosh, a 2. And my video is probably going to be after dark by the time I film my real finished project.
Well, I'm going to get the camper. We'll start getting the fridge cooled down and do all that kind of stuff. And
I'll DoorDash whatever food we need because I do not have time to go to the store.
I'll make sure that the water and everything, I'm going to put a little, I'm not going to drive with it full of water, but we'll put enough in. If we got an emergency, we can flush the toilet.
I'm a good natured
It's a long drive.
person. Being married to you, I've learned to go to the bathroom on the side of the road like a boss.
Is that you never peed on the side of the road when you were a kid growing up, like ever?
A little bit, yeah, a few times. You know, I did the whole your mom opens both doors and you pee between them.
Yeah.
But not a lot. I wasn't very good at it. I said, how cool is a road trip? It's a Ray road trip.
Our road trips are point A, point B. We don't side quest.
I'm sad that we can't take my car because my car actually has massage seats. And after how hard we'd worked the last few days, that would come in handy. Maybe your next truck can have those.
The only reason the truck I have now doesn't have them is because it was made in 2003 during the great chip shortage.
The great
2023.
COVID chip shortage.
Yep. Otherwise, the model I have, all have it.
Oh.
But I really like my truck, so you got to probably
It's
at least
really a first world problem.
another
All right,
year.
That's gonna go over there for a second. First, my plaster.
Just burnishing this, making sure all these mushrooms are down.
Mushroom down. I'm gonna have to get a new paper towel.
Where's that little scraggly piece of sandpaper we've been using? This thing's tired.
That sandpaper's seen some things.
Oh, it's transferring black on here.
Yeah, because I tried to get that word off, remember? That Ray Dunn word. It said things, and I gave up. Whatever they painted it with is legit.
Okay, do you have Americana brush?
Yep, it's right there on the Americana. Oh. I'm making a mess, people. It's just the base coat, so it's all right.
If I'm able to, I like to spin the handles as I paint them.
Make it easier.
It's kind of like when you stain on the lathe, like sand and stain and do everything but the finish on the ends. It's so great. Except for sometimes it flings
If they don't know
stain
what a
all over
lathe
you.
is, then
I mean, I think most people know how to turn wood or seen it on the YouTubes.
a lathe is how you make a cylindrical piece of wood.
Instead of cutting the wood, it spins the wood and you have a knife that cuts the wood that you manipulate.
I've got to have a clock out here.
Better get it. What time is it? Is it 6 o'clock yet? Oh, 5:46. We're past our time.
Yeah, I know. I figure
Well, we got to finish it anyway.
this needs to be another coat.
It's okay. I can drive on hopes and dreams.
It'll be so cute on this. Some strawberries.
Okay, so the clock came in and blocked the heat gun, but I just heat gunned it so I could grab it and paint this other side.
We're not super close to the fires.
We were like an hour away from the iron fire. It was south of us, but I think they've got that one more under control. It was
Then
raining
there's
ash.
another one that's pretty big.
Yeah, the Babylon fire is
Yeah.
the biggest in the nation, or second biggest in the nation right now. I'd like to say I'm surprised, but it happens about every 6 or 7 years. We go through like this drought cycle and we get real bad wildfires. About 6 or 7 years ago, Mount Nebo was burning up over there, the bottom of the Wasatch Range.
I'm gonna get a new piece of sandpaper.
And they couldn't get to it. Our mountains are straight up here. They did what they could with the slurry bombers to kind of keep it away from houses, but there was a point for a while they just had to let it go. You can't even get up there to really manage the forest and like get out all the like create fire breaks and things. 'Cause usually the Forest Service is pretty good about creating fire breaks in the off season. Like a lot of your county or Forest Service roads, that's what they use them for is fire breaks, and they're purposely where they go so that they can access things, but haven't where some of these fires are burning, you can't get to them.
We're gonna go 2-layer paper towel here because I do not want to get paint all over my metal piece here. All right, I'm gonna move this so it's out of the way. I need to clean it really quick. It's got. Yeah.
All right, this will get a distress and some wax, but we're probably going to do that off of camera.
Yeah.
But those mushrooms turned out awesome. And they even have like some blue tones and things, and the greens match with the Americanas in there.
Can I use an entire transfer in one live video? Almost. I'm gonna make this vertical one go sideways for my tray.
Oh, you didn't pop this out.
It did not come out.
I bet
I
you.
had a whole conversation.
I missed it. I must have been focused
Yeah.
on.
I
what
bet
was
you
doing.
probably could too, or you could have broken it. So I just painted neatly around it.
Yeah, but now I got to paint.
Well, you don't have to get as close. The second coat. I think this is dry. Yep.
All right. If we're still painting at 6, I am gonna go. I gotta go get that camera.
No, we're gonna be good. 6 is it.
6, whether we're done or not, like we're gonna say bye.
I wanted to
We've
be
been
done
live
today.
for like 3 hours.
I wanted to be done today by 5. So an hour later is like not horrible.
Well, and like I said, we got to get this done anyway. And realistically, you know, if I'm in bed by like 11, 12, I'll be fine. Then you can sleep. You can take a nap.
I don't nap much in the car.
You like to say that, but I have video proof.
You film me?
No, I have
While
Reddick
you're
do it from
driving?
the back seat.
Why would you want to film that?
It's funny.
It's not funny.
No one sees it. Every now and then I do show it to you.
Unless I look cute, you can't film me.
You always look cute. I got you sleeping in the chairs at the cottage the other day.
All right, well that does happen.
She's like, I just need to, so I'm so tired. I just need to lay down for like a minute. It didn't even take a minute. She's over there like passed out, and she arranged the chairs so that she could lay in them almost like a chaise lounge.
Listen,
Those 2 floral chairs that are in the cottage.
I am good at making things happen.
And when she sleeps sitting up, you know, it's a good mouth hanging open. She's still cute. Don't let her tell you otherwise.
All right, I probably get this finished while we're live, but you'll have to picture this with a cream outer edge. And that's how this is going to get finished, and then lightly distressed. I knew when I got this that I wanted to leave this brass base on it, but that I was going to put a transfer on it. And transfer sticks to metal really well.
So usually I've been putting Jamie and Zeb videos out pretty steady for like 4-ish videos a month or so on Tuesdays. But if Jamie's feeling good while I'm driving down the road, I have all the footage. I have 45 minutes of construction work that we can make a video out of left over where I cut the last video. And then we have a bunch of our California trip. So you might get a pretty lengthy video if she gets bored and feels like editing tomorrow in the car ride. Or it might be next week. Right. Second coat on this. What was your end game on this? Are we transferring, distressing it
Somebody said
back?
I should take back those Father's Day gifts.
Which ones?
Were you filming me?
Oh. It's all right. She has to send them back anyway. The size is too big.
I know. Well, you're just too small.
I got to eat more.
Clear waxing these transfers.
All right. I'm going to stop fussing with it. I'm like, don't. What I was doing right there, I was like chasing little tiny streaks, and oftentimes you'll slide the paint right off where you had it. So just stop fussing with it. Do another coat. Oh, that's metal.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay.
Let's get our projects so people can see what we did. But let's
Yeah,
make sure we don't get paint on them.
We got to clear off some things.
We made a little bit of a mess here.
It's mostly when the transfers come out. The transfers make a big old mess with all the different layers and the cutting and.
Then you get transfer pieces.
There's some down here too.
Yeah, you haven't lived till you've peeled transfer off your floor. And I cleaned up part of the way through this live video. We've transferred. We didn't decoupage on this video, but we did decoupage earlier. That'll be on tomorrow's video.
We also stenciled on tomorrow's video, mixing it up. Okay, let me start putting stuff up there.
I'm getting there.
Look at that, just like that. We're all cleaned up.
We're gonna need to empty the trash.
Yeah, it's overflowing. Stop putting stuff in there. All right, this one's not done, so we're gonna put it in the background over here.
All right.
This is not done. This just needs sealed up. You just slap a bunch of paint on that.
No. Some very important teeny tiny screws though
Oh,
that I need to finish that project. All right. Okay. Box. Seb.
make sure you're not getting anything from tomorrow's video. We want to surprise it. Most of this stuff is actually already waxed.
Did we leave anything outside? Oh, you guys just have to pretend like that's still drying.
All right.
We'll show them the transfer part. This is the bottom of that tray.
Can they see good? Did I touch anything weird? Okay, looks like we're good.
Here.
Oh yeah, that's going to be awesome. Little clock going to get finished back there.
Oh my goodness.
The resin pour turned out great on the second try.
But first you don't succeed. Try again.
Little birdhouse. We did a
I
lot of
actually
things.
like it better, dare I say.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like it's more balanced than the transfers I put on there. Like it fills the space better.
That's what I had.
Wow, you did a good job. All right, guys, paint products at JamieRayVintage.com. Again, if we don't get to your item that you purchased from the thrift haul before we leave town, Caitlin will shoot you an email and we'll get it when we get back. And if you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jamie Ray Vintage for more
DIY.
and thrifting. We'll see you on the next episode. Bye, guys. Oh, I gotta hit end.
Or we can just keep showing them stuff.